This is Tom Trimmingham. I'm the Marketing Communications Manager for M&R Companies, and I'm here on a call with Liz Koffler. She's the head of HR for M&R Companies. I'm here with Peter Walsh. He is the VP of M&R Companies. And our guest today is Pete Milianti of McGuireWoods. They're a full-service law firm that specializes in HR and labor law. So we wanted to sit down with everybody and talk about some of this, well, what would you say, unique and challenging situations that everybody's going through right now. So I'm going to go ahead and hand it off to Peter Walsh, and then we can move it over to Pete after we get done with that. So go ahead, Peter.
Mr. Milianti, we had a proclamation made last Friday by the Illinois State Governor requiring residents to stay at home. Wondering if you could give us an overview of how that impacts, companies in Illinois and specifically the M&R company.
Sure. So Governor Pritzker enacted the stay-at-home order, which went into effect last Saturday, March 21st, and is expected to go through April 7th. That order details businesses which are defined as essential businesses or essential government functions which are permitted to stay open during the stay-at-home order. And it mainly would relate to first responders, law enforcement personnel, healthcare workers, grocery stores, gas stations, pharmacies. Unfortunately, under Governor Pritzker's order, there are several companies which are deemed non-essential, and M&R companies falls under the non-essential definition in that order. And so what that means is that employees that work for M&R companies are prohibited from coming into work. They are permitted to work from home to the extent there is work available. But in order to comply with the order, what we are finding is that many companies are deemed non-essential, and therefore their employees in Illinois are required to stay at home.
Thank you very much for that. The Illinois order, is it somewhat consistent and comparable with, I believe there are 10 or 11 states in the US now that have stay-at-home-like regulations?
Yes, the Illinois order is very similar to orders that have been passed and entered in New York and California. I just checked today, and there are several additional states who have just passed stay-at-home orders, including Connecticut, Delaware, Louisiana, Massachusetts, Maryland, Michigan, New Jersey, and Ohio. And the common thread throughout all of these statutes and stay-at-home orders is that the definition of essential businesses is very consistent, and the definition of non-essential businesses is also consistent. Where we are seeing some differences is that the scope of the order in certain states is much longer than it is in Illinois. So for instance, right now, Delaware is proposing the stay-at-home order to last through May 15th. And so, but the context of those orders, by and large, is very similar.
So we could take it as a given then that not only is the impact of this law, what it's having on M&R, but it'd be very common to our suppliers and our customers also, who would, being the fact that we're a screen print manufacturer supplier, that our suppliers and our customers would be similarly impacted.
Yes, I think you should anticipate that your suppliers are going to be similarly impacted and will not be able to perform normal operations as a result of these orders. And this impacts all businesses. Certainly businesses with less than 500 employees are going to be severely impacted by this, which would include M&R and presumably many of the suppliers.
Great, thank you very much.
Okay, well, I want to thank everybody here for your time and for your valuable information, Pete. I think that was great. And this will be the first in collection of recordings that we're going to do as things change, because there are definitely going to be some updates and changes that are people are going to find useful for us to let everybody know. So, and this is one way we can get the information out quickly to people and keep everybody updated. So everybody that's watching this, stay tuned and watch for these updates, and we'll get the information out to you as quickly as we can.